All right, final part. Got some cheese. It's a blend of Gouda Parmesan called Prima Donna. Got a new bottle of water. Again, not looking for a winner. Just sort of looking for, do they all meet this $30 standard, and what's their quality level for that price point? So, quick aroma. Same, the Chapelet, same aromas, red, black, baking spice, nothing's changed there. Nothing's changed here either. Black currant, dark fruit, ground coffee. It's a roasted coffee. A little more fruit, a little more dark, ripe fruit coming out here now. Rocotante's evolving. It's evolving. So that one has changed a little bit more in the positive direction of being more unctuous. Obsidian just keeps evolving, and no different than it was a little bit ago, but more pronounced eucalyptus, more pronounced, a little bit of leather in there, a little bit of cedar. I'm going to drink them backwards. Obsidian's awesome. If anything, the alcohol's a little hot. That's just what you expect out of California. If there's a negative here, looking for the percentage. I don't see anything offhand. Oh, 14.6. And it tastes like 14.6. So, that's fine. It's true to itself. It's great. Uncle Taunt. A little wine, a little water. More complex than I remember it. Remember when I had it, I didn't buy a case because I didn't like it. I bought a case because I thought it was just very delicious. It's more complex than that. It's got more going on. In this lineup, it's got more going on than that. $27, $28. Rocotante's always going to be a winner. Leviathan. It's really good. Works. Not much to say there. Tastes definitely bigger and more expressive than its price point. So that's what you're looking for here. I believe Obsidian punches above its weight. Leviathan and Rocotantes. Chapelet, 35. It's the only one on the fence on. And that could be because of the other grapes in there. It's a great wine though. More Bordeaux-ish for sure. It's got all the Bordeaux grapes. I think the Malbec's coming through more than I expected. It's got a smokiness to it, a slight smokiness. None of the others have a smokiness. The Chapelet has a touch of a smokiness. Not sure where that's coming from. To get Malbec out of California is also very rare, so that they put that in the blend. Sort of interesting. I'm assuming it's out of Sonoma, who knows. Not much to say in here in part 3. I'd say Obsidian. God, do I have to pick a favorite? I want to say Obsidian's my favorite, just because it most resembles Old World, and I do love Old World. I love layers of different flavors. I don't like things being one-dimensional. I love Recolton. I bought a case of it. It's a touch one-dimensional, but it does have other layers that I'm getting out of it now that I don't remember getting out. Now, I don't think I've ever decanted Recolton or drank it this many iterations. I'll be glad to drink it over the next 1 to 3 years. See how it evolves to 2018. I don't know about, I'm talking about the 2018 vintage out of Napa, nor the 2019. The 2017 I know is a great vintage. So, the Forest Fires were 2020 or 2019, I forget. A lot of wines got smoke taint, had to be dumped, which was very unfortunate, or some vineyards just went up in smoke, but a lot of wines got smoke taint. Even if they weren't affected by the fire, the smoke blew into the vineyards and all those wines were pretty much ruined. I forget what year it was. I want to say it was the 2020, might be the 2019 vintage, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm so used to Napa or California having great vintage after great vintage after great vintage that you must become numb to it, that there's ever a bad vintage. I think I talked about it. It's the 11 was their weakest rated vintage as a whole. Probably because it rained near harvest, but I'm not even sure, to be honest. Yeah. As much as I think the Chapelet is a very good wine, I don't think I would pay $35 or $30 because I'd rather have the Leviathan, Recolton, or Obsidian. And I could get the Obsidian, I could get the Leviathan, and I think I'd prefer those over this. So if I had to pick, gosh, the word loser is such a terrible term in this lineup of great wine, but I think it would be this. And for $35, I'd spend the extra $25 and get their cab, because then it's something special. I believe the Chapelet Signature Series cab is something special, and I've never tried above that, but that $60 one is one of my absolute favorites. I believe if you let that thing, I don't know why, but that specific wine did it to me, and I forget the vintage. We let it aerate for like an hour, and it had a caramel taste to it, which was awesome. Caramel aroma and taste. Just a little bit of a taste, but the aroma just smelled like caramel in the nose, which was amazing. So alluring. So, that's it. That's my final. Those are my results. They're set. So if I had to throw it out of this group of 4 great wines, probably the Chapelet. I don't love a lot of spice in my wine. A little bit is fine. I feel like it has a little too much, and that it's a little bit more money on average than these. I know it's a blend, but I feel like one of the grapes is throwing it off slightly. It's still a great wine. What can I say? It's still good. It's still very good. I don't want to bash anything. It's very difficult here. It's just minuscule things are the difference. When you just talk about drinking wine and you just want quality and just something that tastes good, they all taste good. You're not going to worry about any one of these. Buy Trader Joe's cab and you put it next to this, Trader Joe's cab is near disgusting, undrinkable, and these are all fantastic. Yeah, 10 times the price. $3-4 compared to 30, but You get what you pay for, and these are about absolutely are punching above their price point. Well, very young too. I feel like the most Roqueton's fine to drink now. Next 1 to 5 years, easy. Chapelet could go a little longer, not too much. The Leviathan Obsidian could definitely go longer. The tannin structure is there. The structure of the wine is there. You know, I didn't talk about the length. Which one has the length here? Maybe that's what it is with the Chapelet too. It drops off a little bit. Just a little bit quicker than some of the others. Its tannin structure is not as big. The two easiest drinking are the Chapelet and the Récoltant. The ones that are a little more thought-provoking are the Leviathan and Obsidian. There's pretty much my final conclusion on what I think of all these. I think I'll pick the Chapelet out easy out of these four. The other ones, big tannin structure in that Leviathan. I gotta get that exact price. I'll put that information in one of my other videos, subsequent videos, but I hope that's a $29 bottle and not $39, and I didn't screw up, but I don't think so. Last taste, Obsidian. I really can't say enough about this wine. Maybe it's the volcanic soil. I don't know. The most different of all these, and the evolution of this. This got an herbal component now too. Not just eucalypt, but an herbal, like basil and tarragon. And it's just crazy to me. And this wine evolves like that at this price point. Maybe it's because it's called Obsidian. Maybe because it's Red Hills, Lake County. It doesn't say Napa on it. Obsidian Ridge Vineyard, State Grown Cab. Well, I guess State Grown means 85%, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the most character. The Récoltant's the most. I think Leviathan's got the most longevity. Obsidian the most character. Chapelet and Récoltant, sort of the crowd favorites. Récoltant being more cab heavy, and the Chapelet, a little bit of red fruit. You know, just absolutely thrilled with the tasting. 3 parts to get this far. Nothing to say except these are great wines at this price point. I want to do more comparison wines like this, maybe not 4. I think I'm struggling to even get through what I believe about all these. I want to do things like Cab Franc out of Loire and Cab Franc out of, say, United States. And some comparisons like that I think would be fun. As a final, this is the Chateau Lagar 2009. So, I think 60-ish% Cab. So this kind of goes more in line with the Chapelet, but doesn't taste anything like the Chapelet. The aroma of this French heavy Cab is nothing like these. I mean, like a different world. Now it's an 09. It's all very young. This has got some age on it. Certainly some bricking. But a different world of wine. It's amazing. It's amazing how different these things can taste. It's amazing how different grapes can taste from all these various parts of the world and these different producers. Just the things they're doing different. I don't know what the oak treatment is on these, the ripeness, the bricks, the sugars, all of it. Stuff's a little frankly boring to me. Just more about what do these taste like in the glass. I do like sense of place. I do like acidity. I do like tannin structure. I like layers and layers of fruit. I love evolution of wine as it's decanting. So it's time to call this one. I think 3 videos, 3 chapters to this tasting is more than enough. Final results, drink any of them, can't go wrong. That's it. Have a good night.